All right, let's dive into the world of immigration advisory here in New Zealand. Now, if you're a licensed immigration advisor, you know that every single day is, well, it's a juggling act. You're dealing with people's hopes and dreams, trying to make sense of these incredibly dense legal documents, all while the rules of the game are constantly changing.
And it pretty much always kicks off with this question, right? So, what are my chances? It sounds so simple, but for an advisor, the real answer is buried under an absolute mountain of information. And you know, getting that answer right, that can literally change the course of someone's life. And when I say a mountain, I'm not kidding. To even begin to answer that question, an advisor has to be an expert on over 1,400 different legal documents from Immigration New Zealand. That's the official rulebook. It's huge.
But you know, the rules are only half the battle. The other half is all about precedent. It's about what's actually worked in the past. And that means digging through a library of more than 5,800 historical cases from successful applications, just trying to find that one golden nugget, that winning strategy.
So when you put all of that together, you get this then overwhelming reality for advisors. It's a constant avalanche of information, nonstop changes, and this immense pressure to give perfect advice, like yesterday.
And this reality really breaks down into four big headaches. First, you've got information overload. The policies just never sit still. Then there's what we could call the precedent problem, finding the perfect case that matches your client's unique situation. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, which of course leads to a massive time crunch. Your clients need answers fast, but doing this research properly takes hours, sometimes days. And all of this creates a huge consistency challenge, where it's just so easy to miss one tiny critical detail that could make or break the entire application.
So it all boils down to this one central question. How on earth is one person supposed to consistently and quickly find the right answer in this massive ocean of data?
Well, this is where technology is stepping in to offer a really powerful new answer. We're talking about an AI expert, and its name is Yimi. Now, the whole idea behind Yimi isn't just to be another search bar. The goal is for it to feel like you have a senior partner right there with you, an expert with 20 years of experience, ready to go whenever you are. So what is Yimi exactly? Well, think of it as an intelligent assistant built for one thing and one thing only, helping New Zealand's licensed immigration advisors. And here's the really important part. It wasn't trained on the random Wild West of the internet. No, it was trained exclusively on those 1,400 official documents and those 5,800 real historical cases we were just talking about.
Okay, so how does Yami actually pull this off? Well, its power really comes down to three core capabilities that are designed to tackle those big challenges head on. First up, there's an intelligent search for all those laws and regulations. Second, it has a comprehensive case library that can actually match precedents to your specific client. And third, and this is the really cool part, is its AI-powered smart plan generation. Let's look at that first one. Instead of spending forever digging for a specific rule, you can just ask a question in plain English, like, hey, what are the English language requirements for residents? Yimi gets the context, and boom, it pulls up the exact legal clause you need, complete with the official citation. What used to take hours of searching now literally takes seconds. Then you've got the precedent side of things. This is all about tapping into the collective wisdom of those thousands of successful applications. You can put in a client's profile, and Yimi sifts through all those cases to find the ones that are most relevant, showing you not just what worked, but helping you understand why it worked. It's like uncovering the winning strategies that were hidden in all that data. So let's make this super practical. Imagine a new client comes to you. Here's their profile. 32 years old, software engineer, 7 years of experience, a master's degree, and great English. Now, normally, this is where the advisor starts that long manual process of researching and mapping out all the possible pathways. With Yimi, you just input that profile, and this is what you get back: a complete, personalized immigration plan, and it's generated in seconds. It analyzes their details against every possible pathway, calculates how well they match, and recommends the best options, all based on that hard data and those successful precedents. And this brings us to a really crucial point. Yami is designed to be way more than a simple search engine. It's about providing a level of analysis that starts to look a lot like professional judgment. Because we all know immigration law isn't just about finding facts, it's about interpreting those facts, understanding all the nuance, and making really smart, informed decisions. And the goal here is to build a tool that actually helps with that entire thought process. Think about it this way.
A simple search tool, it finds keywords. It lists documents for you. But Yimi is built to understand the context. It doesn't just list things, it identifies the key precedents. It doesn't just retrieve data, it recommends strategic pathways and analyzes nuance. You know, it's the difference between a library and a really, really good librarian.
So, what does a tool like this actually mean for the profession? Well, it points to a pretty fundamental shift in how immigration advisory work can get done. It's about moving the focus away from all that manual data digging and towards high-level human strategy.
And let's be super clear on this, because it's important. The point here is not to replace anyone's expertise. It's about amplifying it. The advisor's experience, their client relationships, their strategic mind, that all remains at the absolute center of everything. Yumi is there to do the heavy lifting. The transformation is actually pretty profound when you think about it. You're going from hours of painful research to seconds of discovery. You're shifting from the tedious job of finding information to the valuable work of developing strategy. It means going from just hoping you found the right precedent to knowing you have the most relevant ones right at your fingertips. It lets you create instant, comprehensive plans for your clients.
So ultimately, it really just boils down to this. Yati is designed to be an intelligent, specialized assistant, built from the ground up to make the work of immigration advisors faster, more accurate, and a whole lot more strategic.
And that really leaves us with a big question for everyone in this field. The question isn't, how will I ever find the time to do all this research anymore? Instead, it becomes, okay, with all the heavy lifting taken care of, what can I truly achieve now that my expertise is amplified?